Well, greetings for color fans, and welcome here back to Metarog's channel. And very excited today. I'm almost recovered from the euphoria that was HeroesCon 2024 over in Charlotte. So I figured it's time for me to make my haul video for the con, and I'm going to make a separate video detailing, a little tour of the con and all the community members I met and all the swag they gave me, the AOKs, things like that, right? But I figure I'd just do the haul video first, so I can finish reading these. I'm reading some when I have time and putting them away. I'm going to be going to Florida here in a couple weeks, so I had to get all this sort of sorted away so they can make it back to the Metacave. Overall, just an amazing experience. I'm going to talk about that more in my tour and community member meetings and all that in the next video. But special shout out to my buddy Nawman for hosting me at his place for a few days and driving. He drove all the way back. I think I drove a little over halfway there. And I think we had a great time together. Laughed and ate and did all kinds of stuff there in Washington, and then on the way to Charlotte. All right, so if you saw one of my videos, I had some hit lists as far as creators and what I want them to sign for me. I'm not really a signature guy, but I did want to meet these creators. These are some that I obviously have been a fan of for a long time, and I had either not met or very briefly just saw, some con back in the 90s, But saw Joe Staten, John Beatty, Ron Wilson, and Dan Jurgens were my four hit list items. I've already met a bunch of people there, that Thomas and Claremont and Starlin. Now, I wouldn't mind meeting them again, of course, but I was a hunter, right? I don't know if other people are gonna have videos of me digging through boxes, but I almost the whole time there, had my nose stuck in a long box, right? So let me show you first the signature. I have pictures of Joe Staten with two of the signed comics, and I have John Beatty, who I spoke to at length there, but I did not get pictures with Ron Wilson or Dan Jurgens because, I forget these things. Yeah, that's senior moments or whatever, right? So let's start with Joe Staten. Been a huge fan of this man. By the way, I forgot my comics to sign in Florida, so I had to pick some up there, and we'll go through that as well. But I picked up two from the E-Man run, some of my favorite comics as a kid. E-Man #1 here. Again, this is one I picked up out of the dollar bin over there. Forget about that $15 price sticker. I'll tell you about that, the place that I got this in a little bit, because it's just an amazing, Park City Comics, just an amazing experience there. And he signed it, as you see right there. Very excited to meet Joe. Just a joy of a man, what can I say, and a fabulous creator. I have some original art of his, thanks to Unruly Simeon. Shout out to my buddy Lane there. And I finally got to meet the man himself. And here is the next one that I only had two signed for him, E-Man #6, because it has these classic monsters. And I just thought that would be a great one for him to sign. He signed it right up there. He tries to sign it unobtrusive, which I appreciate that. It doesn't ruin the art in any way. Again, I already have these, but these are going to be going up on the Metacave for sure. So again, I'll put a picture of him either before or after. And then, of course, I had this comic here, Captain America Annual 6. And you're like, that's a curious one to choose. Well, the reason I chose it is because, as far as I know, this is the only cover collaboration between Ron Wilson and, as you can see, Mr. Beatty down there. And I saw Mr. Beatty first. He signed it. We spoke at length, probably 20, 25 minutes. Of course, we knew each other from YouTube and his drawing videos from several years ago. And then I went to Mr. Ron Wilson, and he signed it right there. Again, a huge fan of these two men, growing up. They were just some of my favorite comics. Obviously, Ron Wilson and Marvel 2-in-1, the Super Boxers Marvel graphic novel. Beatty, of course, that great run in Captain America and, of course, Secret Wars. So I had to get that signed. And then finally, Dan Jurgens. I'm a huge Legion of Superheroes fan, and he happened to do two that I remember were just fabulous covers. Here we have Legion of the Tales of the Legion of Superheroes 321. There's Dan Jurgens. You can see right down there, Jurgens, and also his signature. Another great gentleman here to meet. We spoke for a few minutes. Really enjoyed meeting him. And he did the next one as well, 322. So there you go. Just beautiful covers here, by the way. So those were the artists, creators that I met and got comics signed for them. But almost the whole time there, I was visiting. I think I visited just about every comic vendor there. Some of them obviously had comics that are not in my wheelhouse, so I went by the wayside. But there were a few that had, incredible comics for $2 and $3 and $1, and I was just all about those because there was so much good stuff. That's enough of that. Let's start with the haul here. So one of my goals was to finish my Archie Adventure Red Circle collection, and I almost did it. I think I'm only missing one issue here. But there was that table, Park City, that had started with $2 comics. Second day was $1. Third day was 50 cents. So I picked up, I'm not sure which ones were 2 or 1 or 50, but I think I can sort of tell. This one I know I picked up as $2 because it was the last one I was missing in Blue Ribbon Comics number 13, Thunder Bunny appearance. So I didn't want to risk it. I picked that up for $2. I know that for a fact. Here is the original Shield number 1. I picked this up at the $1 the second day, because I was fairly certain that was going to be there. Here is original Shield number 2. I think Ray was holding this for me, but I found it there for $1. I'm not going to take something from Ray if I can find it for cheap. And then I found these 3. I know I got these at the $2 time frame as well. Black Hood with these great Alex Toth covers. Black Hood number 1. Number 2, just love the logo too. Really funky logo there. And number 3, and that's the whole run of Black Hood for the Archie Adventure series in the 80s. And just perfect shape. I was just couldn't be happier picking those up. And then the second day, I went back to that table and I picked up the rest of my Fly comics that I needed. Again, these were $1 comics. Forget about the labels. They were amazing stuff they had there for $2, Silver Age and stuff. But here is number 6. And again, just fabulous condition. Number 7, Ditko Nebres on that cover. Sorry, one floated away. Let me recover that one. Here is number 8. Sorry, they're not in any order or anything like that. I'm trying to get this done before I have to go pick up my wife. Definitely Ditko there. And here's a Dick Ayers cover on number 9. This is the last issue in the run, I do believe. Again, I have finished this run now. And here's number 5, another Ditko Rudy Nebres cover. And then the last one I needed, I picked up this one in the $2 day because I remember I didn't want this to go to the wayside. Beautiful Steranko cover with Lady Liberty there in the back. I should take a picture because the Liberty Island is right off just about 100 feet. I can see them from the New York Harbor here. That'll be a nice picture. Okay, so those are the ones I picked up for the Archie Adventure series. Then let's go to, okay, so there was another table further down, and on the last day, everything was $2. Now, I think the first day was 3 for $10, then it was $2.50, but I didn't get to it those days. But everything else was $2 on this last day. Unfortunately, on Sunday, they had sold everything. So they had sold it to somebody, so a local vendor, I suppose. So I wasn't able to go through all the boxes, but they had a lot of good stuff. Here is Captain Marvel 34. I do have this issue, but mine's missing the value stamp. I know, sin, but this one has it in there, so now I got that. Here's Time to Run, another Archie Spire, Spire Christian comics. Again, I do collect these. I haven't read through these, but they're cool little comics. especially if you liked Al Hartley art. Finishing up my Doctor Strange run. Here's 37. Almost finished it here. I was very close. 38. Again, these were all $2. Conan 38. I do have this issue. Mine is really beat up, and this one is in pretty good shape. So for $2, I wasn't going to leave it there. Ghostly Tales 107. Charlton for $2. Sci-fi cover. No brainer. And these are decent shape. Ghostly Tales 97. And a Fun and Games number 12. And it's great shape. Nothing is filled in inside. I'm trying to collect the rest of these too. I think I'm missing about 5. And then a from Silver Age, From Beyond the Unknown, number 17. That Nixon cover. And Haunted number 7. Again, you know, I can't tell you how good those bins were over there. All right, let's keep going here. These came out of a dollar bin. It was another vendor. I don't remember their name. But here's Thor 232. Some of these are going to be for my buddy Ray. Here's a Fly Silver Ager. A little bit rough, but not too bad. And it's signed by some guy named Roger, not me, though. And here's Metal Men number 9. I do have a complete set of Metal Men, but as I recall, mine has tape on it. And this one is pretty good shape. I got 1 and 2 of Kong from Gnawman. He A-okayed those to me. But I think I did that in the previous video. But here is Kong. I wanted to finish this run. Number 3. Number 4. And I did pick up number 5 later somewhere in here. Okay, good stuff. And then finishing up my Adventure Comics run, I got Adventure Comics 447 and 443. So, as you can see, lots of good stuff there. All right, so let's go to this huge stack here. And this was from, yeah, these are from that Park City $2 and then $1. I got this one at the $1 level, not brand number 6 because it has a wedding cover for Gnawman. Unfortunately, it has some gum underneath this front cover, but I'll get that out and clean this up and send it on to him. I got this at the $1 level, Crossfire, another Spire Christian comic. I couldn't believe this was there for, I missed it somehow on the $2 day, but I got it on the $1 day. Forbidden Worlds 130. Higgy, if you're watching this, can you believe this for $1? It says 17 up there, right? And I do have this one, but mine is really rough. So for $1, Forbidden Worlds, yes, thank you. I got this one at the $1 level as well. It's a little bit rough up here on the top edge, but the first appearance of Dream Girl in Adventure 317 for $1. Yeah, it's a little rough up there, as you can see. Yeah, of course, I'm a big Legion fan, so I'm collecting those Adventure Comics run. And this one completes my run of Nemesis and Adventures into the Unknown, 156. It's a bit rough. I think Night Tiger has a better copy that we might be trading for, but I didn't want to leave this and risk it. So again, for $1, yeah, no doubt. Some more ones that I got the $1 level. Vengeance Squad number 1. I do have these, but mine are kind of rough. So for $1, I mean, I'm not going to leave this there. Here's number 3. Pam Morisi cover, I do believe here. Pat Morisi. And number 4. And these are just in beautiful condition. To find Charltons like this for $1, it's at least in my area, it's pretty much forget it, unknown, right? I'm not sure if I picked this one up at the $1 level or if I picked this up at Gnawman's, but I put it in with my Doctor Strange number 70. I think I picked this up over at Collector's World, so you might want to ignore that. But these I know I picked up at the $2 level, I do believe. Well, at least, no. Yeah, this one is at $2 level. 71 was at the $2 level. 72, $2 level. And then these other two were at the $1 level because somehow I missed them. 73 and 79. This is a huge haul, guys. It's gonna be a while here. Sorry. Again, finishing up my Kong. This was from another dealer that had dollar comics. Kong number 5. Yes, nice condition. And I found that same dealer, Adventure Comics 445. Okay. Okay. So now I'm back to the Park City comics, and pick these up at these were at the $2 level. This one here for sure. I couldn't believe I saw this one there. Charlton Premiere number 3. Has an appearance by Peacemaker and Blue Beetle in the story. Yeah, for $2. Can you believe that? I think Night Tiger picked this one up in a convention some time back. And this is one I needed for my run as well. Scary Tales number 16. Really pretty good condition for a Charlton. $2. Here we go. Adventure 330. Yeah, Adventure 330. There you go. $2. Can't complain with that one. This was a heck of a find here. Space Adventures number 44. Yes, $2. Look at that. It has a $25 price tag, but that's a bit steep, I think. But yeah, and let me tell you, this thing is in really nice shape. This is near VF, I'd say. Wow, huh? And this one I picked up at the dollar level. These next ones, Forbidden Worlds 143. Again, I was missing this in my Forbidden Worlds run. I don't really collect past a certain point, but that was there. And a little bit of a wavy Reptilicosaurus, the Terrible. I'm not sure what number. Should have written these in the back here. But again, this was for $1, a Charlton Reptilicosaurus. Yeah, it's a little wavy, but I'll press that out. And this one, I couldn't believe I found this one finally. I've been missing this one in my run forever. Midnight Tales number 1 for $1. And let me tell you, not bad condition. Probably, very good finish somewhere in there. Yeah, hard to believe that those were there. Amazing. And let's finishing up. I think these were mostly the 50-cent ones. I think overall, I figured out everything averaged out to about $1.50. There were some, I think I'm missing, I may have misquoted a few. There was a table that had $3 comics. I think I did buy a few there, but I don't remember which they were. But I think everything averaged out to $1.50. So I'm collecting this Spectrum publisher, and I'm only missing a few. So I got this one here, codename Strike Force. I think this was the only issue. Again, 50 cents. Because the last day, a lot of people were just, like the dollar boxes were cut in half. Justice League of America, 210. And this really nice Perez cover on 212. Again, I didn't have those in my run, so on we go. I'm also finishing up my Deathlock from the Copper Age. 50 centers, number 13. Number 14. This is from another table that was kind of way back there. At 2100, somewhere in there. And number 16. Still need number 15. And then we have a Black Lightning number 5. I didn't have this one in my run. 50 cents. Yes, thank you. Captain Canuck is a title that I'm also collecting. Here's number 4. I'm pretty sure I don't have this one. And then here's one. This was actually not 50 cents. This was in the dollar. I think it was in the dollar bin for that Park City. Boots and Saddles, the story of the 5th Cavalry. I have a buddy who's going to love this, so I picked that up. And then there was another table there for 50 cents, 2 for $1. You had to buy 2. But great to see this there. Batman OnStar giveaway. Big fan of the giveaways, so I did not have this one. I have the second part, but I don't have this one. There was another OnStar I have. And then I couldn't leave this one there. Twilight Zone issue. Again, for 50 cents. Yeah, I'm not going to leave that there. So, and then finally, on the last day, no, actually, there's not finally. Hold on, let me finish up here. Forget about that. Not finally. More here from that $2 table. Wait till you see these, right? Especially the last ones. DC Special 24. I was missing this from my run. This actually got this at the dollar level. Remember that? And this was at the $2. There was another table that had 2 for $1 each, or If you've bought, I think you bought 6 for $5, but I only got 2. Couldn't believe behind this one there. Chilling Adventures in Sorcerer #2. The back cover is all jacked up, but I have the other issues from 3 up. I'm just missing #1 now. So yeah, cool, huh? Cool, Archie. And then big Luis Dominguez fan. I got this one for $1 at another table. Like I only got 2 of them at that table. Ghost #62. And a Haunted Love. Yes, I found a Haunted Love #7 for $1 in that table. Yeah, it pays to dig, I tell you. Beautiful cover here. Gorgeous design. You got all those ghouls and ghosts, and you have the couple in the middle. Yeah, great stuff. And then at the $2 table, finally, I got these at the $2 level, I do remember. Dead of Night #11, first appearance of the Straw Man. I think he's called Scarecrow here. I do have this issue, but mine is pretty jacked up. So this is, yeah, very good find, I'd say. For $1, yeah, they have 15 on there. And then a couple Golden Agers, 4 Golden Agers. There were a bunch more early Silver Age in those Park City bins, but I didn't think that they were selling it for $2, so I just left them. I didn't think, you know, by the way, there's my stuff. I didn't think there's no way they could be for $2. So there were Mystery in Space, Strange Adventures, and by the time I got back to it, after I figured out they were $2, they were gone. So, but I did pick these up. New Heroic Comics #68 with a nice little date stamp there. Yep, $2, man. $2 for Golden Age. It is a little bit spine roll, but I'm gonna fix that up, no problem. And promo that I didn't have. How Does It Work? It had this thing in there, so I just left it. This is from a comic book convention in 1997, a discount coupon. So this has been rolling around in a bin for almost 30 years. So I'm glad to find that. And then I couldn't believe I found this one either. Spy Hunters. You never see this title. It's an ACG title #20 for $2. Not bad shape, right? And I found this one for Naaman, but it's kind of jacked up for $1, but I'll clean it up and fix it up for him. Secrets of Love and Marriage. Again, he loves the wedding covers. Again, it's pretty jacked up, but I'll fix that up for him. And then on the last day, I went through Bonafide Comics. Andy was there, and I knew he had like a couple boxes of horror, just horror titles. And I found 2 there, and he gave me a smoking deal. This is the last one I needed for my Ghost Castle run, #2. And then finally, Beyond the Grave #6. I only need #5, Beyond the Grave, to finish this title. I think he gave me, this one says $5. He just gave me this one. I think it was just $5 for both. So, you know, that was my haul. I mean, again, there's some AOKs and other swag that I'm going to show in my other video, but you see this is already 20-some minutes long, way too long. So make sure to check that out probably in a few days, right? Again, I think I made out incredible, honestly. I couldn't be happier with the results of the hunting there, and it was a whole lot of fun. So let me know what you think. I think that, you know, if you've never gone to a con of this, you know, stature, and you really like to hunt for comics, definitely try to make it to HeroesCon, because it was quite an experience, and one that I'll never forget. I was just smiling ear to ear just about every minute of every day over there, especially with all the great community members that I met. All right, that's it for now. Be kind to each other, be blessed, and be back.